Yo, what's up, everybody? I was just talking on TikTok, about boxing again, and like I was naming some fighters. I said Floyd Mayweather, Zab Judah, Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker, Miguel Cotto. Who else? Miguel Cotto. All them guys came up from smaller weight classes. Those are small guys. They started at 135 and 140, and they went up to 147. And people was asking me who did I think would win between them and Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard will win. Only guy that would give Sugar Ray Leonard some trouble probably is Floyd Mayweather. But Shane Mosley had Floyd Mayweather dazed twice, and he didn't jump on him. Now, if Sugar Ray Leonard would have had Floyd Mayweather days like that, he would have jumped on him the same way he jumped on his father. You know, he had a killer instinct. A lot of these fighters today don't have a killer instinct. They talk about they want to go in there, feel a guy out, take their time and see what he got and all that other shit. Man, you want to fight. But back to what I was saying is those guys started at smaller weight classes. And I keep telling you, when guys move up in weight class, they don't take their punching power with them. There are some exceptions to the rule, but that's the exception. That's not the norm. But like I said, like Manny Pacquiao, he was small. He moved up and was fighting bigger guys, and he stopped some guys. But he don't knock them out with that one-punch power. And I think, personally, he was on some drugs. And when he fights somebody that know how to fight, he couldn't beat him. He didn't beat Floyd. And like I said, when guys move up in weight class, they don't take their punching power with them. And these guys be fighting the scale. That's why Trinidad got a weak chin. Trinidad had a weak chin because Trinidad was always fighting the scale. Trinidad was always walking around 10 and 15 pounds overweight. And then he would have to lose weight. And that's why these guys be having these weak chins, because they be fighting the scale. They fighting 140. They fighting 140 and walking around 150. That's 10 pounds overweight. Then you got to lose that 10 pounds. That's 10 pounds you got to work out just to make weight. You guys don't get it, man. You should never be more than 3 pounds overweight at any given time. A fighter should never be more than 3 pounds overweight at any given time, because you never know when the phone is going to ring for a fight. And you got to get in shape. And like I keep telling you, you don't go to camp to get in shape. You should already be in shape before you get to the camp. You go to camp to hone your craft. That's why guys like Bernard Hopkins and Floyd Mayweather are never overweight, because they always in shape. They fighters. They eat like fighters. Every day they doing that. They don't say, oh, I'm not. That should happen to Earl Spence. He's the prime example of a guy that balloons up, and then they got to fight the scale, and they're walking around with them plastic suits on. Gervonta Davis is another one. He gets away with that because there's nobody that can really fight right now. But if somebody made him fight, they would beat the shit out of him, because they walk around with them. He works out them plastic suits. Earl Spence works out them plastic suits. I haven't seen Crawford in a plastic suit yet. But like I said, Crawford is going to go up to fight Alvarez. But they both like 5'8", 5'8.5", 5'9". They small guys fighting at a weight class because there's nobody to really check them in that weight division. Boxing ain't the same no more. Imagine if Marvin Hagler was around. If Marvin Hagler was around, Alvarez wouldn't even go up to 160. If Marvin Hagler was around, he'd stay at 154 or fight to make 147. If them guys was around. If guys like that was around, if Tommy Hearns was around, Floyd Mayweather would not go up to 147. Floyd Mayweather wouldn't go up to 147. Shane Mosley wouldn't go up to 147. Who else would? Who else? Pernell Whitaker and Tommy Hearns. Pernell Whitaker wouldn't have went up to 147. He'd have stayed his ass down at 147. He wouldn't have went up there to fight Tommy Hearns. Who else? All them guys would. If Tommy Hearns is around, all them guys that's 147 would have stayed at 135 and 140. They would not dare mess with Tommy Hearns at 147 because they're too short for one. Sugar Ray Leonard is like 5'10". But you got to make them guys fight. You got to be mean. And them guys not mean enough. They don't have killer instincts. All right, so let me go. Like always, check out my book, Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. Get a copy. My new one is down here. This is my latest one. This is my latest one. I got my shirt on today, see? All right, y'all, take it easy.